working, so hey, hello, welcome everybody to my stream, a little corner of the internet. And I am right now sprinkling some paint very carefully on the Prince of Persia. And the main question is, how are you all doing? Hey, hello John, welcome. How are you doing? And just so you know, don't throw the others around. Look what I have here. Look, where's the camera? There we go. Whee! Hey, oh, I see now we have still something up that should not be anymore. I mean, I definitely like to promote even more fabulous Marines. Whee! Yes.
John the Temple Archer X100.
Thank you for the bits. Yes, this is your package with your ducks. One fabulous duck marine and three. Right? Yes, three ultra duck marines going to the post office next week. And yeah, well, I cannot say when they will be at your doorpost, but I guess I will put them Monday or around Monday, yeah, and at the post office, so they should, to be honest, at the end of this week, next week, what is it, how do you call it, the coming week. So yeah, and of course, thank you very much for the very generous donations for the Trevor project. You're awesome. And so yeah, I have right now the next model of my finished project file. It's the Prince of Persia. And I have found out that this is the Warrior Within version. No idea exactly what I do. It's oops, sorry. No, it's from a game. And yeah, this is of course we get updates and release new games related to these, and this is the one from the Warrior Within. It's a colleague of mine. As you can see, I am working on the leather. I'm not completely happy with it, although I started out with a very dark brown, but to get that the right highlights, the camera doesn't look that bad. On the dark side here and there, and yeah, now I'm complaining about it's on the dark side, yeah, because the dark brown was not dark enough. I think I'll do a black now, with everything, yeah. The problem is the result is what I want it to be. So this size of miniatures always a little bit different paint. The 8 scale miniature. People always say that those movies are bigger, see everything better. Yes, and that is exactly the problem. Everything better, you can also see small mistakes better. Queen already? Pretzel Rock? Like that. So I'm not a game fanatic, and I'm also not very familiar with well, I'm completely not familiar with the game. Prince of Persia. I have seen the movie. I do know it was not good enough to buy the DVD. That's probably a little bit my thing. If I have a movie that I really like and I want to definitely see that more often, then I will buy the DVD. That one was a nice film to watch. Definitely, it was almost a drop. I would like a little bit of those fantasy movies. As I said, I cannot relate to if it is even very accurate or really. Oh my God, where am I going? All right. Well, you always people who really make movies out of books and that kind of stuff. So on another medium than it was originally intended. Normally there are quite some people that do not like that work because it's an adaptation. That's right. Yeah, a lot of people always complain about that it's not the right way, done the right way, that kind of stuff. I can completely imagine if you really are that kind of a hardcore lover of this game and they make a movie and it's not accurate. I mean, the whole 40k thing with Henry Cavill, also The Witcher. It's also one of those things. He is very, law is very important. And well, if you make a movie or whatever about it, and now I have mixed. I wanted to mix those paints anyway, but not in this amount. You have to stay true to the law, movies, or whatever medium you adapted it from. I am not that hardcore about law. especially with the movie, I don't see a big problem with, that's just my personal thing, if you veer off a little bit of the storyline, or a storyline, but yeah, the character development and everything, like the book, or for example, and the characters are completely different, of course, but then that's my little thing. I'm not really into that. It's definitely. Ouch! Oh, that is wrong. But so yeah, that's just me about this statue, this mini. I had to go on. Well, I did get some pictures from my colleague and how he has to look. That's why I'm redoing the leather. It is quite dark colored leather. I just put it all a little bit too light every time. Okay, that looks good, but make the whole leather this light. I didn't like it, so I have decided to repaint all the leather. Yay! My colleague still has to wait even longer. Yeah. But on the other side, goes with the lighter leather. I already saw. I have to definitely paint black lines everywhere. So lining, which I definitely like to do. But takes also a little bit of effort and time. So now I'm using black as a base coat. The darkest places black anyway. Extra time for lining. Sorry for my colleague. He's not nagging, but yeah.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Yeah, Papa Raid! Users, touch, hello, welcome. And Raiders, how are you all doing? Whee! Hello, a Night Whisper. I'm very glad that my automatic shout out does work. So everybody everybody who is, well, no, not everybody. It's not that automated, but we have several people in that thing. Welcome, how is everybody? Thank you for the stream, Carol. I do understand you cannot stay too long. But at least thank you for the raid and everything else that you always do for us. And it's been very enjoying and painting a lot of nice stuff. I'm very happy to be able to paint some of the ducks for you. Your package will be posted this week. Okay. Good, I am working on Prince of Persia for a colleague of mine, a bit of a game, well, fanatic, maybe I can call him that. He has several gaming computers, consoles. I'm not so much into that stuff. Like my World of Warcraft on my PC, sometimes a little bit Baldur's Gate, and that's how far my interests go in gaming. But he also had a miniature once ordered from Assassin's Creed. And he also wanted to have this one. He asked me if I would be able to paint it, and I immediately said, yes, no problem. And right after that I realized that I am really a lousy commission painter. Not the painting part. Finishing them. Records, and this one is already in my home for over a year now. I do have a little bit of an excuse that I am fighting against a burnout. I have to do a lot of fun stuff on doctor's orders. Always nice to hear a doctor say that. Only not in that case though, by the way. Because that's in fact a little bit if the doctor tells you that you have to have more fun, somewhere something has gone wrong in your life. Edit a few things, change a few things. Anyway, I realized a few while I was painting my space ducks that even though I talking is still not one of my things I am, especially with the details I'm now working on. What I am trying to explain is that having quite a pile of unfinished commissions is bothering me a lot. I have decided as I somehow those ducks were really great to paint. At the end still had a little bit the stress of I have to finish them. Yes, I have discovered that's the part of the commission painting that I am definitely not good at. If I cannot paint in my way, then I am really struggling sometimes. Even though this is a great manager, and yeah, I probably would have painted him the same way if it was for me, because it is a model that comes from a movie. Sorry, the game. So what he's wearing, how he is looking, it's all documented. And yeah, I would definitely have painted him somewhat the same. You'll have some liberties. Game users, okay, I had to step away right after I read it in, but I just wanted to drop by. Say hi and thanks for the subs and visiting my stream. No problem, thank you for your stream. Loved it as always. And enjoy your game. We'll see each other next time. A little bit excited for this model because he has around his upper arm, over his triceps, he has a tattoo. Quite exciting for me to paint. I have painted a tattoo before, but definitely not like the one he has. Will be a nice little bit of freehand. If I will be doing that on stream. Yes, I think I will be even more quiet than I am right now. It will use up a lot of my concentration. damage on the arm. It saves also quite some time painting. My model while I paint it, as always, challenge. Here. I am not really layering, just a little bit crudely highlighting everything. Later I will use a wash to just get all the colors nicely flowing into each other. Talking about old projects, I once wanted to do a skin study after I saw a YouTube movie, video, whatever. Somebody tried to explain the difference between glazing and layering. We used a model for that I did have. It was a 3D print. I immediately printed several of those. So I can try out certain things as he used the purple undercoat, for example. And he was painting an orc pinup and gave her a complete normal Caucasian skin tone, and that's why he base coated it purple over black, because the purple would help with giving it that Caucasian look, otherwise it would be too dark. But then it was an orc, yeah, and by glazing he changed the colors in such a way it definitely became a realistic green skin tone. And where am I going with this story? Well, tomorrow I am going to paint all day with a friend in here, and we are going to try out those skin, yeah, I call it a skin study. You have to do something in your free time. Oh, now, nice moment to stretch my legs for a moment. Oh, my back. I did hurt my back a little this week. Just for those who are wondering, I will probably put them, the results on my Discord, and maybe also on several other Discords. These are the models we are going to paint. Yes, I said a orc pinup, so yeah, okay. But I have several of them, so you can. So I am going to try to use the directions in that video, and later try out with if I don't even know if we are getting that far, but see if I use a different base color and the same skin colors, what the difference will be. I think that's could be quite interesting. But okay, that's something we are going to do tomorrow. Today it is Prince of Persia. And why is this? Did I start over the about the orcs, whatever? I was just talking about. Oh my god, my brain is draining, you know, as always. It's because those are. Do I have them? Wait, I guess. Yes, I have. I can watch on my Discord. That is mine. Then I have bold projects. Yes, the stone. Oh, that's nice. I even have the video in there, and they are from 2022. More than a year ago. It's June 20th, 2022. Damn. Yeah. So yeah, it will. It's time to get something done with those. Sometimes I really think that I am really great at procrastinating. I am not the only one. Sure. Yeah, well, the burnout did definitely not help with that. But I am climbing out of that deep trench. Slowly starting to find back my passion of painting, and that's a good sign. I have decided the faster I have in finishing this these commissions, the faster I can also really paint the stuff I want to paint. A lot of metallic parts in there so that I, of course, can later. Let's just check my pictures I have. I think oh no, oh, they are quite visible, all those stud size. So, yeah, those will be getting a nice bright silver. In between also working on his base. Paint over here. Let's. I had to repaint some of the symbols. I did use a very bright blue. They was not bright enough. Thinking. I am now using an effect paint from Army Painter. These are specially designed to simulate a glow. I really want to have a glow in here that gives me a nice bright paint over the edge. Get paint where I don't want it. If in a video, if you first, I'll show you a little bit with this. I have a little bit of airbrush flow improver, and just put it inside of the middle parts. The thing you have to do is to make sure your paint is not too thick. It almost floats completely inside of it, and you don't have to touch the sides. I have thought about even giving this a very bright color, those orbs or half orbs or whatever you want to do, and maybe I'm going to make them more metal. Maybe a nice copper color just to break it a little bit, but this will just stay this dark gray, as I don't want the base to be too shiny. And I just did that. The one thing that I normally don't do is, with this, yes, you are seeing he is missing his hands. I just did not put the hands on because the swords is handling are very thin, and even with they are quite flexible but still very thin. I did put them especially on these painting grabbers with a magnet so I can keep them away. And what am I doing? Exactly what I don't want it to do. I break one off. Right. Not a big problem. I mean it's still not finished. But this is resin. Should be able to I don't want to put a complete drop. Okay. Toothpick. My experience with resin and super glue is that it does not work very quickly. I've pointed about it many times before, I know. Always tell everybody that because in the Netherlands we don't call it super glue because it's not that super. We call it second glue, meaning it takes several seconds to glue. Yeah. But 100 seconds are also seconds. They never tell you how many seconds. And with resin, most of the time, it takes quite a long time. I do know you have some activators for superglue. You can even make it yourself, it's not that hard. But then I have to spray it on, and the problem that I always have with these kind of situations, look, I'm holding the sword, I'm dumping into the model, and now I have to spray on some accelerator. Where's my third hand? Right. Exactly. Great gaming subjects. Watch glue, super glue dry. Wow, exciting. Ah. Carefully and away. And as I said, it was already very exciting to watch that. I have to put you on hold for a moment. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Sorry. And I'm back. Sorry for that. Right. Love this. Somewhere over here, I thought. Over there, right. I'm always very organized.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Have his coffee.
Viking Pie, hello, how are you doing? Right on time, to be honest. Because I have to let my hands dry a little bit before I can put on my glove. Here's your an old-fashioned Baldy hydrate with coffee. Warm coffee, very warm coffee. I thought it would be a little bit cooler, but no problem. Hey. How are you doing? Okay. I see a few things I have to change. I mean the whole intermission thingy. And I see we have now the warrior within, Prince of Persia. Sounds nice, but it should be the other way around. Things to do. Behind the scenes later. And as I know myself, let's get my notepad out, get a pen over here. Oh. I missed some of your streams, so I thought I would check back in. Thank you. Hope you are okay. You hope that I am okay. Yes, I am. It's going better and better. This week I did hurt my back a little bit, but it's even that is right now going better and better. So I'm on the mend. Are you thinking about right? Let's just read the title in. And I hope you are doing okay as well. Magnifying glasses. Have you picked up a brush lately? Quite a painter. Not really. I've been drawing a little policeman. Okay. Oh, hey. It's sometimes magnets are really great, sometimes they are not, if you forget them. But but no drawing. Some of the things that I definitely would like to be able to do. Well, I can draw, but only not very good. I'm more of a 3D artist than a 2D artist. Always have trouble getting that what I have in my head on the medium I am working on. But they are not all the same. Could be a bit boring. Please come on. A little bit more respect. I'm trying. Not hard enough. This pill bottle is very nice for letting the mini stand. Also to just handle the mini, but reach a certain range places. And it is not as easy as it with the pill bottle. Less control. Normally pill bottles are that heavy. No. I make them heavy, fill them up with sand and a few stones, a PVA glue so they don't rattle too much. Well, that makes them a little bit heavier, so they keep standing a little bit better. This miniature definitely needs, but for handling the miniature, it's a little bit less. But just a little bit. I will have to do with it. Just about missing streams, it's never a big problem. It's got no problem at all. I mean, we all have our lives. But maybe in case you are interested, and also for everybody else, 6 September, or September 6th, if I want to put it in a more international way. I have my 4th stream anniversary. It will be a very, very long stream. With a lot of painting. I am going to prepare my Marvel United X-Men models. I'm going to paint some of them in a comic style way. I think that's the best way to paint those. At least that is what I think. If I get a little bit tired, I have my Necromunda scenery to paint. Did have another thing that was a little bit easier, just in case. I've not set a starting time yet, to keep you in the loop, of course, but just in case you want to plan something, Saturday, September 6th. I'm gonna make sure we have, there will be giveaways, of course, and a lot of shenanigans, at least. I'll try to get some for your channel points. Be giving away painted minis, maybe some boxed minis, unpainted, in that case. And I'm definitely going to give away a army painter. Sorry, now I have to read myself. Army Painter War Games Edition wet palette. A brand new one, and it is not not promoted by them. Costumes do you have at the ready? Costumes, I have 2 or 3, but I also have 12 hats. In case for your channel points that is active now, you can let me put on a hat, some kind of hat. But just in case you, yeah, the wet palette, it's a big one. Let's zoom out because I have one myself. This is the interior, normal wet palette. As the size their normal palettes. This is the lid without stickers, of course. Those are mine. And this is space for brushes and everything. And of course, a lot of stuff. They called it even for the speed paints. And that is with 2 sponges and a whole bunch of hydrating sheets, they call them. That's one of the things that I'm definitely going to give away. If you are interested, September the 6th. still a month away. More than a month. Trying to get some stuff together. It's definitely going to be at least a 10-hour stream. I'm planning. Maybe it will be possible to even make it a longer stream. Depends a little bit on how many people watching and maybe, I don't know. If you are willing to do something good. Well, you know, I'm still planning things. You'll definitely be able to let me do some and I'm a little bit on a health streak at the moment because of my I just need to do something about my health. I have my fitness dice at the ready. This is a painting stream, but hey, if you want to see me do some push-ups or crunches or I don't know what's all on there, squats. And I will see here. We'll just have a little bit of fun. A lot of painting. I hope. There will be some alcohol involved. Let's go! Hey, hello, welcome, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm still completely zoomed out. No, the other way, you don't need to see the back of that light. There we go. Yeah, good. Just got back from a 2-week fire inspection tour of a major college campus in our state. Finally back in your studio. Okay. A 2-week fire inspection tour of a major college. Okay. So you are well, the first thing that I would think of, so you are a fireman then? Didn't know that. Or at least some safety inspector. Fire alarm inspector for commercial, industrial and academic sites. Nice. Important work. Always get that those are things that are indeed needed too. responsible work. Hope that in those cases of inspections that things are as good as they should be. They never are, but you can hope. As long as there are not too many, too big problems. Had my portable paint gear with me, so was able to do some work in the evening, still trying to get my Gnome King bus done for ReaperCon. As it turns out, I did more work on Marvel United Thor Mini. Yeah, well. That's a little bit the thing I'm doing the opposite. I am doing the opposite right now. A little bit. I have quite a pile of commissions. This is one of them. And I have been putting off for a very long time. This one is already on my desk for 2 years. Well, not on my desk directly, of course, then does that, but yeah, and I have decided, yeah, it's time to get them done, because they are really bothering me. And I'm trying to get rid of a burnout. That's not a good, at least I think it's not a good starting point to have some work laying around that you really want to finish. If I finish all of these, and I'm not in a hurry with that, I'll still do it in my own time and speed. But if I have done them, then they are done. Then I can finally completely work on all the stuff I want to do. I saw the model you are working on Instagram. So a little bit, yeah, this, you mean this one? Indeed. This is, I do have 75mm models myself. I have painted them, but this is indeed a commission from a colleague of mine, and yeah, he wants to be it a little bit more of a showcase model. So yeah, normally I don't struggle with the leather colors. I mean the trousers and the whatever you want to call that red thing. The face was not really a big problem. But the leather, I have repainted them several times, and I think I have now the colors as I want them, or better said, as my colleague wants them. One of the things I asked is, how much better damage do you want on the leather? I can make them really nicely worn, and no, he didn't definitely not want to do that, as in the game. Apparently, the armor does not suffer any damage. He wants a nice, pristine looking Prince of Persia. But it's nice to especially as I now have been painting a couple of space ducks for the last month. It's nice to get back to something else. very nice model. Interesting model. If I would have painted for myself, then I definitely would have given him some battle damage here and there. Just with practicing it a little bit. At least in August, I think, do nothing else than just paint my missions. It can, of course, fire back. It can bring me a few steps back from where I'm now, right now. Let's go. Have a little bit of a different position. Still 2 hours on my little stool. Still something my knees cannot handle. But on the other side, I still have something like, if I do not try to finish them anyway, then it will keep nagging at me. Getting them finished ASAP, within reason. Right now a little bit better for me than keeping these just where they are and wait till I finally have really I'm back on my feet. I don't think if I keep laying these around my recovery will be a lot will take a lot longer. I discussed it with my psychologist, and at least try, but don't pressure yourself too much. That's exactly what I'm going to find out about this now. I mean, I have already changed a lot in my life. Every day I'm now working on myself for 3 hours. An hour before I go to bed, I do not use my phone. I do not watch any movies on my tablet or phone. They stimulate your mind a little bit too much. I have started reading again. I've just finished the 3 first books of the Horus Heresy. So that is the first hour I changed. Also, I go to bed an hour earlier. So it is possible to get an 8-hour sleep. Not that I get to the 8 hours, but at least now it's possible. and I walk an hour a day, or I go to the gym for an hour, and that's 3 times a week. And to be honest, I have never noticed how much I missed that. Now I'm only on the point, and I can, yeah. It's very hard to explain to people who never had a burnout or something like that. But I have now found out that especially cardio fitness, so the running, the bicycling, the whatever you do, whatever you call it, like that very much. It's really giving me energy. The only thing is now I have to watch out that I, with my work, I do not strain my body too much, of course, because I did overdo it a little bit, not the training itself, but an hour weight training and a full day of a lot of work with lifting and kneeling down and that kind of stuff in a little bit too fast pace. Not a good combination. I'm not a stranger to having a backache in my back, but checked it. I have been without back pain for 4 years already. Damn. But luckily it's just a muscle thing, so it's not the spine. It just needs a little bit of time and rest. Believe me. Wake, you can always paint over them. For my September 6th, my anniversary. No, not my anniversary, but I was cleaning up my workshop a little bit last week, and I have changed a few things. I had a lot of 3D printed models in the racks beside me, but I had also a lot of beautiful big boxes with minis in boxes standing, so I have put those boxes in the racks, and the minis I am putting in all kinds of cases and other boxes. So I can join the box art and also remember me. Alright, I still have a lot of minis in those boxes. Not to get me into a get me into some kind of guilt painting or something like, I still have not painted those, no. Or like a remembering of, hey, I still have those beautiful models. Anyway, I was putting those models there, those boxes. I noticed a few more boxes with minis. I could use next year for the community challenge. Yes, we can all remember that. If you all put together a certain amount of channel points, then I am going to paint a model that I am a bit afraid of to paint. But because you put all those points together, I will paint it. I have not such big minis as Nagash, but also minis that I, a size that I have never painted, or a more comic style Pirates of the Caribbean miniature. Oh, I believe it's that big. And think that I want to go on with the community challenge. Of course, I have to finish my community challenge first from 2023. That is still staring at me. Aren't you, Phoebus? Yes, you are. That's why I say for next year. That will be quite nice. And always you can hear, yes, I am planning a lot of stuff. Let's see, first that we get all these commissions painted up. And get my health back to a good level. That's why I decided to get this month try to get as much the missions done. I can go on a great, nice, relaxed holiday in September. Also to get stuff that I want to paint painted without constantly thinking I have to do those. Missions still. Good, and that's enough complaining about the whole mission thingy. Yeah, let's do it. Prince of Persia. Originally, when I started with this video, I immediately had something like, you know what? I can use this picture to buy a little bit of non-metallic metallic for all the gold parts. And I saw those were really round. That is, there are too many different forms. I think it's better for me to start a little bit easier just by looking at some examples and then just try out on some swords. First, those are the things you find most on the internet. Try it first a few times before I go do it on the commission part. problem with sleeping. And also, I don't have a big garden, but I definitely need a little bit of water.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Have his coffee.
Thank you, John. Yes, let's have a cup of coffee and a free stretch for you all. Ooh. That's the spot. So, cheers.
Yo, it's a violent life. You can live to 100, you could die tonight. That's why we getting high tonight. Yeah, that's why I let my man drive tonight. Yo, it's a violent life. You can live to 100, you could die tonight. That's why we getting high tonight.
It's
Yeah,
also one of
that's
the
why I let
things
my
that I
man
have to
drive
watch out
tonight.
for.
That's why we getting
I
high
have
tonight. That's why we getting high tonight. Yeah,
drinking coffee
that's why we
too
getting
late
high
at night.
tonight. That's why we getting high tonight. Yo.
Also not good for getting into sleep, which is a little bit weird. First time that I noticed there was something wrong, not going well. Get the springs normally, and you hear people who have a burnout or depression or whatever, that kind of stuff. You have trouble with sleep. Most of the time it is getting into sleep. It never has been my problem. Times when I went to bed. Oh, I'm talking about my sleep. Good, okay. But anyway, my biggest problem is keeping asleep. Falling asleep is no problem. Wake up middle of the night, 4 hours of sleep, and
It's a violent life. You can live to
then I
100, you can
cannot
die
fall
tonight.
asleep
That's why we
again.
getting high tonight. Yeah,
Really
that's why I
weird.
let my man drive tonight. Yo, it's a
But still,
violent life. You can live to 100, you can
eating
die
healthy
tonight.
does help.
That's why we getting high tonight. Yeah, that's why I let my man drive tonight. Yo,
A little bit more exercise like walking.
hold up.
Of course, as I said before, no,
That's why we getting high tonight. That's why we getting high tonight.
no tablet hour before you go to sleep.
That's why I let my man drive tonight.
The nice thing though was officially I am not allowed to watch TV before I go to sleep. And I said why not? Because well, the TV nowadays have the same the same light as a tablet and your phone, and well, that's not good. The hour before you go to sleep, go to sleep. So I said, but then I can watch television. No, you cannot. Yes, I can, because I don't have a flat screen television. I still have an old one with a tube. I am not that modern. Oh, well, and it is possible, but still, watching too much television before you go to sleep is still the advice against it, because you are still stimulating your brain in a wrong way. Okay, well, so I have to read Oh my god, the horror. Was my I still was going to school. That was my before I found this painting hobby. That was my only thing that I did. Reading. Mainly Stephen King books, translated in Dutch. My bookcase full of them. To be honest, I regret it a little bit that I never changed to. That I started with Dutch versions and that I didn't change to English. Because to be honest, I like to read in English since a few years, since the Hobbit, since the Lord of the Rings, quite a lot. I always thought that I would not understand enough of the books. If I read them in English, but that is completely aside from that. Oh, there are always words that I don't understand. If you would ask me to, what does that word mean? I have no idea. The general gesture of the whole sentence that I am reading. Get heresy books. 2 months ago, maybe. Borrowed them from my friend Disc. I just finished the third book this afternoon, this morning. Sitting in the sun after my morning walk, a cup of coffee. And I immediately had something like, I need more. So I asked Google about, well, I do know there are a lot of more books, but what books I need to read after these 3. Now I have learned there are 2 more books that I have to, well, have to read. The Flight of the Eisenstein and Fulgrim. Those are the books that you more or less have to read about the Horus Heresy. And all the other books are more or less about the characters in the Horus Heresy. You can read them a little bit out of order. The biggest problem I had was finding those books. You can buy them on bol.com and on Amazon. Yeah, it's e-books. Is that a problem? Yeah, because I don't have an e-reader. I do have a tablet though with Kindle. So I can, from Amazon, I can buy Kindle books. But then I have to read them on my tablet, which I'm not allowed to do 1 hour before. And by the way, to be honest, if I want to read, I do want to read the book and not on the tablet. Yes, I'm a little bit weird that way. But yeah, I found 2 stores in the Netherlands, game stores that still have those books available. Flight of the Eisenstein is no longer available through Games Workshop. So that's good. No, that's not good, but at least that they still had it. Immediately ordered them. Hopefully get in this I hope. Even though it's raining, I still have to put on my walking shoes. Walk the village.
Going on a bubble tea trip.
I know it's a few minutes short, but I'm going to enter the stream. If I keep sitting here a little bit longer, my back will be hurting a little bit too much. Life is hard, guys. Life is hard. Luckily, we have our miniatures to paint. Thank you for watching and being here for the chat. Let's give a little bit of a stretch. Good. So yeah, well, to be honest, it even get further than I thought with all my with all the leather. Normally I would make it a little bit brighter to give a little bit more of a little bit lighter edge highlighting, but the leather has to be quite dark. Life is easy, comedy is hard. Okay, then I will try that. But yeah, well, this is Prince of Persia Part 3. And I will be working on him this whole week. And we will see each other on Saturday again. Have a great rest of the weekend. And stay safe. Keep painting. See you all next time. Thank you. Bye.
That was wonderful. Bravo! I loved that. Oh, it was great. That was great.